Today's episode will focus on the infamous Fins and Things Trail. Fins, along with nearby Hell's Revenge, are two of the most easily accessible and famous of the Moab area four-wheel drive trails. The trailhead is located inside the Sand Flats Recreational Fee area on top of the mesa just north of the town. The trail is split into two segments. The first is accessed through a campground on the south side of the Sand Flats Road. The second is on the north side of the road, further to the east. While the scenery is unique and excellent in its own right, I find it somewhat lacking compared to the views and vistas offered by other Moab trails. The primary appeal of Fins and Things is its plentiful and very technical terrain. Since the obstacles are easy enough to be completed in a stock vehicle, Fins serves as a rite of passage trail for beginning rock crawlers and those wishing to test out their rigs.
Perfect.
The terrain primarily consists of rolling slick rock hills known as fins, for their resemblance to the fins on the back of ancient dinosaurs. The trail also has some segments of sand and some rocky ledge climbs. The trail is rated as a solid 4. Your approach and departure angles will be tested.
That's your hitch. I told you the hitch.
I thought I heard some plastic.
I heard some plastic.
The trail can be traversed in a stock SUV with low range, provided it has a decent amount of clearance and you take your time to scout out the correct line. But even the correct line is no guarantee that you won't be sliding on your trailer hitch.
Oh.
You're stuck.
Thanks, Dad.
For the most part, traversing the fins is as easy as following the tracks in front of you. It is important to note that visibility will be impaired when climbing or descending a fin, so that is why it is recommended that you scout out your line ahead of time. On this particular two-stage descent, you can clearly see the markings in the slick rock, telltales of those who chose the more difficult line. There is one large step on the northern leg that smaller vehicles will need to go around. The only problem is that it is off camber and quite intimidating for first-time drivers.
Awesome.
There you are. You got it.
I wet my pants too.
If that's all you did, we're pretty good.
Vehicles with larger ground clearance and better departure angles can just descend the step.
Gee, that is a big step.
If you are running the trail in reverse, the step will prove impassable to stock vehicles, and going around on the off-camber side is just as difficult due to lack of traction. Thus, larger tire sizes and a traction aid device is recommended for traversing Fins and Things in reverse, and likewise raises the rating from a 4 to 5 out of 10.
Slow. But don't hit your head and you'll really show Chara.
No.
That's what I did. We all did it.
There is also an optional climb near the end of the second leg. It is quite intimidating to new drivers, but is technically quite easy. There is a dip that won't allow you to get a proper run at the fin, but that doesn't matter. Once you clear it, just give it consistent throttle and go right up. Don't forget to turn at the top. If you don't make it on your first try, it is easy to back down and try again. The view from the driver's seat is much more intimidating than any outside footage. It is easy to see why Fins and Things is so popular. It's a rather varied technical trail with enough difficulty to be entertaining, but nothing too extreme that you will risk major mechanical damage. Just a few scrapes and bumps on the front and rear bumpers are the typical casualties.